side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Topper! Hey, exit. Don't get nervous. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good job, D.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's put that. Bravo. Check 99. Check 9.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Kane. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Pull it high. Watch out.
Second and 9 now. The quick slant caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Texans take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They give to Johnson going right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Texans.
Here we go. Check. Hey, 31. Put the boys down, he's coming.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Uchenna Nwosu. Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
Here we go. 50, plant. 80 weapon.
On 2nd down, Freeman. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 24. Check 24. Slam. Undercut. Switch. Kill.
From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Watch the whip.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Chargers 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's checking. Crash. 36. Check 50. Shoot. Watch that 55.
Here's Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19.
A gain of 15. First down.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Motion, motion, motion.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Ready, ready. 10-2, sir. We want. Be tripping.
To throw on 3rd down, Kane. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Texans
Let's go.
take over
Do it.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get behind. Go. Get that quarterback. 49 to Mike, not 49.
From the 36, Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Stills the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kane. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent. Second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well. Showed right there.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's Scott. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Gibson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Scott. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Boston Scott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Kane. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Back to throw. Kane. He's got Allen. They find some open field here. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's now third down and
8 read.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Fire.
Off play action. Kane. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Room past the 20. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
3, 2-8 snap.
From the gun, Kane. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Leo. Get it.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on 1st down. Kane going deep here for Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Set. 19.
Check 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd down now. It's Scott. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go again with Scott. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The play third and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I know you felt that one.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touch. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Slam. Check 24. Check 26. Check 26. Check.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he's got some space here. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.